Just stepping onto your mat, finding a comfortable position to sit where the spine can be straight. You can relax your shoulders. If it's not comfortable sitting cross-legged, you can have your legs straight, or you can sit on your heels, or maybe sit on some cushions or yoga blocks if you have them, maybe a stool. Just anywhere where you can be comfortable. Today's practice is mainly floor-based. Just begin by coming to your breath. Feeling into the flow of breath through the body. Noticing your heart rate. Noticing any changes as you begin to deepen the breath. If you're not already, direct your inhales into your lower stomach, just below the belly button, and feel the diaphragm expand. Once it's full, direct the breath into the chest and expand around the rib cage until the lungs are full. As you exhale, first empty the stomach, bringing the belly button towards the spine, and then emptying the chest until the lungs are empty and the shoulders relax a little bit more. We're going to maintain this deep breathing for as much of the practice as possible. And timing your movements with your breath, we're just going to turn the head side to side. As you exhale, turn your head to the left. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale, turn your head to the right. And returning to center. As you next inhale, point the chin up towards the ceiling, keeping the shoulders relaxed. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale, bring the chin down towards the collarbones, lengthening the back of the neck. And just keep this flow going. Returning to center. As you next exhale, tip the head over towards the left, bringing the ear towards the shoulder, but keeping the shoulders completely relaxed. No need to lift them up. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale over to the other side. Again, keep this flow going. Just breathing into any tension that you may find. Expanding and making space as you inhale. And visualizing softening and a release as you exhale. For some extra length, you can bring the fingertips on the ground. And then from here, we'll bring the left fingertips on the ground if they're not already, straightening the arm, but not so it's super straight and tense. We're Take the left hand, bring it over the top of the head and place it over the ear. Not pulling the head down, but just a gentle lengthening. And then we'll bring the hand to the crown of the head. Turn to look towards your right knee and just guide the chin down. Coming back to centre. And then we'll do that on the opposite side, so tip the head over to the left. Take the right hand, place it over the left ear. And allow the arm to hang as dead weight. Just gently lengthening. Right fingertips are on the ground. Sorry, the hand is over the right ear. And turning to look towards your right knee, your left knee, sorry. Hand is on the crown of the head, guiding the chin down. Gently release, come back to centre, straighten the spine. And then we'll interlace the fingers behind the back of the head, the elbows are wide. As you inhale, point the chin to the ceiling, bring the chest forwards, widen the elbows, squeezing the shoulder blades together. As you exhale, bring the elbows together, chin comes towards the chest and the shoulders round, spine stays straight. While the rest of the spine stays straight. Just holding it here, breathing. And then inhale to open. Exhale to close. Inhale, open, lifting the chin and chest, widening the elbows. And exhale to round over, emptying the lungs, and just continue with that flow. Really visualize the expansion around your heart each time you inhale. Interlace the fingers, press the palms to the ceiling, straightening the arms. Exhale, press the palms forwards, rounding the shoulders. Drawing the belly button in. Inhale, pressing the palms up to the ceiling. And exhale, bringing them forwards. Again, just keeping that flow going. Stretching the wrists and the lower arm muscles, as well as working the shoulders and the upper back muscles. Next, inhale, lengthen. As you exhale, leaning over to the left, keeping the fingers interlaced, palms pressing away from you. Inhale back to the center. Exhale over to the right. Inhale back to center. Exhale, release the hands. They come behind you, fingertips pointing forwards. Lift the chest, straighten the arms as you inhale, and drop the head backwards as you exhale, only if it feels okay on your neck. Keep the head neutral if not. Lift of the chest is the most important thing, whilst keeping your shoulders away from your ears. Pressing the tongue against the roof of the mouth, bring yourself back to seated, spine is straight, arms and shoulders relaxed. I'm just going to take the head around in a circle, moving slowly here. Feeling into each part of the move. Just going around in a half circle for now. So rolling the chin across the collarbones. Just do that 2 more times. And then we'll go all the way around the back. And continue moving in a half circle, but rolling the head along the back of the neck. And then we'll go all the way around in a full circle now. 2 times and then change direction. Bringing the head back to centre. Then we'll just take the shoulders round in circles, rolling them forwards, exploring your whole range here, so really bringing the shoulder blades together as you go backwards, and bringing the collarbones together as you go forwards. Same thing as you begin to roll the shoulders backwards now. And release, bringing the hands onto the knees. From here we'll extend the legs, give them a shake if you need to. And then we'll bend the knees, bring the feet as wide as your mat, lean back on your hands and just wave the knees side to side. Just to gently loosen up the hips. And then sitting back in a cross-legged position. Hold the arms out in front of you at shoulder height. Lift the fingertips up to the ceiling, using those lower arm muscles. And then point the fingertips down to the ground. Then we'll do the same thing but with the the fingers clenched into fists. And then we'll take them round in circles. Same direction, extend the fingers. Keeping the fingers extended, move in the opposite direction. And then bring the hands into fists, keep moving in that same direction. All the movement coming from the wrists here. And then let's release that, interlace the fingers, press the palms away from you, up to the ceiling. Whatever movement you need to take, go ahead. And then we'll straighten the spine. Inhale, reach the hands up behind the head, reach towards your opposite elbows. Exhale, bring the hands down. Inhale, hands come up. Exhale, fold forwards, reach all the way forwards, and then bring the fingertips down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold, allow the head to drop and the shoulders to round. Aiming to keep the hips grounded here. So if you've not already, have your left shin crossed in front of your right. Inhale, lengthen the spine, lift the head and chest. As you exhale, walk the hands over and fold over your right leg. Lengthening through that left arm, keeping the left hip and knee grounded. Breathe into that extension. So if you're looking at the screen now, I'm not going the same direction as you. I'm not mirroring, just because I kept getting confused on the lefts and rights. Inhale, come back to center, reach the hands up. Switch the crossing of the legs, so the right shin is now crossed in front of the left. Exhale, fold forwards, reach and lengthen the spine before bringing the fingertips down. Again, inhale, lengthen, bring the shoulders away from the ears, and then exhale to fold. You might need to separate the hands a little bit, separate the shoulder blades to really feel that length from the outer edge of the fingertips all the way down to the hips. Inhale, lift the head and chest, straighten the spine, walk the hands over to the left this time. Lengthen and make space as you inhale, and fold over the left leg as you exhale. Always coming back to the breath each time you find stillness. Inhale, lift the head and chest, come back to center, reaching the hands all the way up to the ceiling, and exhale, release the hands. From here, we'll extend both legs out in front of us. You can adjust your glute flesh to widen your seat and help in extending the lower spine if necessary. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, folding forwards, draw the belly button in and empty the lungs. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale to reach. And exhale to fold, forcing out all of the air. Allow the head to drop and roll back up. One last time, inhale, reach. And exhale, fold, grabbing hold of wherever you can, be that the toes, ankles, shins, knees, thighs. Lengthen the spine and drop the shoulders as you inhale. And bend the elbows to fold as you exhale, keeping length in the spine for now. Then we'll release the grip, bend the knees slightly and fold over. You can allow your head to drop, your shoulders and your spine to round. Maybe you want to wrap the arms around the back of the knees. And you can bend your knees as much as you like for this position. Maybe you want to have your feet flat. It all depends on your personal preference, what you want to get out of this pose, and your body's abilities for the day. So don't force yourself into anything. Gently release, bringing the soles of the feet together, allowing the knees to come wide. Interlace the fingers around the tops of the feet, straighten the spine, relax the shoulders, and we'll just come into some flutters, so lifting the knees up and down. Aiming to utilize your whole range here. Breathing deep into your root, the base of your spine. This is really great for releasing any energy that is stored there. Loosening the hips. Activating the hip flexors. Taking really deep breaths here, you might want to exhale with a sigh. Guide the knees down, keep them there. Inhale, lengthen the spine, and exhale, fold. Doesn't matter how far you fold here, but keeping length right up until the very last moment. You can keep the hands around the feet and use the elbows to guide the knees away from each other if you like, or maybe you want to release the hands and reach forwards. Maybe you want to support the head on the hands if you don't want to stay in a passive fold today. And then gently release. We're going to bring the feet flat so the knees are bent and have the feet around about double shoulder width. We're going to fold in between the knees, keeping length in the spine. Now maybe as the body opens up, you can start to straighten the legs. They may or may not go all the way. Again, it depends on where you're at today. If the legs go all the way straight and you're able to come into the straddle position, aim to keep the feet flexed, the toes pointing to the ceiling. Recognize where you feel the position and direct the breath into that area. Start to walk the hands back up towards the body, lifting up the spine. Gently releasing. And then we'll straighten the legs if you haven't already. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, twist, face the body the same direction as the left leg, and exhale, fold. Coming back to center as you inhale. We'll bring the left hand on the inside of the leg. Lift the chest up to the ceiling. Inhale, reach up with the right hand. And exhale, fold over the left leg. Bring the shoulder towards the knee. You don't have to reach all the way over and grab the foot if that means you have to collapse the chest and round through the shoulders. Keep that top arm strong and breathe into the side stretch. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, twist and fold over the right leg. Inhale, come back to center. Right hand comes on the inside of the leg. Lift the chest. Inhale, reach up with the left, and exhale, fold, bringing the right shoulder towards the right knee. You can either keep the top arm strong or take a hold of the top of your foot or the big toe. Wherever you can keep the shoulders drawn away from the ears and the chest exposed. Drawing the belly button in, so you can really get that lift of the chest and the opening of the hips. Coming back to center as you inhale and releasing as you exhale. Guiding the knees together slowly. From here we'll make our way onto all fours. We'll just take some free movement here, so maybe sending the hips backwards and forwards to a child's pose and into a back bend, or taking the hips round in circles, whatever you feel the body needs. Make sure you continue to breathe deep. And make your way onto your stomach, pointing the toes back with the legs together or slightly separate. Elbows underneath the shoulders, shoulder blades pinned back, the whole neck is exposed. Finding yourself in Sphinx. Deep breaths into the heart here. You can stay where you are, or to get a little bit deeper, lift up the elbows and stay still into seal pose. So opening up the front line of the body here, opening up the heart. From here, bring the hands to the ground, elbows to the ground, left hand stacked on top of the right, and rest your first eye on your hands. Big toes come together and allow your heels to fall away from one another. Sliding the hands under the shoulders, begin to slowly straighten the arms, peeling the head and chest off the ground. Slowly sending the hips back to the heels, widening the knees. Again, rest the head on the hands in a wide child's pose variation. Slowly press yourself up, coming to sit on your heels. We're going to curl the toes underneath. You might need to use your hands to adjust your little toe if it doesn't follow suit. and straightening the spine into a toe squat. It is an intense stretch, so if this is too much for you, just bring the hands onto the floor or lift the hips slightly. Otherwise, we're breathing into it just for a couple more moments. Inhale, reach the hands up, straighten the spine. As we exhale, we'll twist to the right. Left hand on the right knee, right hand wrapped around your back. Lengthen as you inhale, twist, and maybe look over your right shoulder as you exhale. Inhale, face the front, reach the hands up. And exhale, twist to the opposite side. Lengthen as you inhale, twist, and maybe look over your left shoulder as you exhale. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, bringing the palms together all the way down the midline of your body until the hands come to your heart center. Slowly release, pointing the toes back and come to sit on your heels. Gently bring the hands onto the knees and breathe here. Stay there if that's enough of a stretch for you, or to go a little bit deeper, bring the hands on the ground behind you, lifting the chest. Again, stay there or lift the knees slightly to go deeper. If it feels okay in your neck, drop the head back. Pressing the tongue against the roof of the mouth, come back to center, sitting on the heels, spine is straight. From here, we'll widen the knees slightly, widen the feet slightly, so you can come to sit in between your heels. This might already be enough of a stretch of the ankles and the knees. If it is too intense, just bring cushions, blocks or books under the hips. Stay here or bring the hands on the ground behind you, lifting the chest. Maybe the elbows come down, or maybe the shoulder blades come down, keeping the midsection lifted towards the ceiling. Hands resting wherever's comfortable, maybe on the ground beside you, on your lower stomach, or reaching up overhead to get a little bit deeper into the chest and shoulder area. Resting here in Virasana or Hero Pose. Gently start to make your way back out the opposite way to which you came in. And then we'll curl the toes. Come into a low squat position with the knees together, pressing the heels towards the ground. They may or may not come all the way there, just to stretch out the back of the legs. If you've got the balance, wrap the arms around the knees and relax the head. Gently release, come to sit. Extend the legs and slowly roll down, come to lie flat on your back. Inhale, take a full body stretch, stretching from the fingertips down to the toes. Exhale, the knees come into the chest. Wrapping the hands around the legs, give yourselves a warm embrace. Breathing here, relaxing the abdominals, the shoulders, the face, the hips, the feet. From here, we're going to hug the left knee into the chest. The right foot can come flat. You stay with the foot flat or extend the right leg. It's a great way to massage the internal organs, so really focus on what's going on in the midsection. Can you relax the abdominals some more? Then we'll guide the knee up towards the left armpit, just altering the stretch slightly. Then we'll bring the right hand onto the knee. Left hand comes out to the side at shoulder height. You can have the arm straight or bent. Inhale, and as you exhale, twist, taking the left leg over to the right hand side of your body. Aiming to keep both shoulders in contact with the ground, you can bring support underneath the knee if it does get too intense. Maybe you want to turn the head and look to your left if that feels okay. Always breathing into where you feel it. Gently making your way back to center, and then we'll switch legs. So hug the right knee into the chest. The left foot is flat on the ground with the knee bent, or maybe extend the left leg. May or may not want it all the way straight, it's up to you. And then we'll guide the knee further towards the armpit, targeting the groin area. Make sure your face and shoulders stay relaxed. And then whenever you're ready, taking your twist, left hand stays on the knee, right hand out to the side. To get a little deeper, you can also shift your hips over to the right hand side. Inhale, exhale and twist. And the higher up you have your knee, it will affect different parts of your back and your glutes and hips. So just have a play around with it and find stillness where you feel like you're getting the most benefits. Gently make your way back to center. Any final movement you want to move into, or if you want to add or remove layers, go ahead. And finishing it off just by gently stamping the feet, tapping the hands on the ground, taking deep breaths. Releasing anything that's remaining. Before coming into Shavasana, allowing the legs to relax, feet fall away from one another, hands face the ceiling, shoulders relax, face relax, and close the eyes. And this is your time now to relax and allow the energy that we've just cultivated through the movement and the deep breathing and the meditation to circulate the body, allowing it to settle into the cells, rejuvenating them. It's time to come back to your senses and cultivate that self-awareness on a physical level. So check in with the body, what's going on and where. Check in with your sense of smell, taste, or sight, even with the eyes closed. What do you notice behind your eyelids? A lot of people like to fall asleep here, but it is a great opportunity to get in touch with your sensuality. It's recommended to stay here for around 7 minutes. But this is the most important part of your practice, so however short on time you may be, make sure you take at the very least 8 full rounds of breath before continuing with your day. This is where you bridge the gap between your practice and the rest of your day, where your practice all comes together. So never skip Shavasana. And thank you for choosing this practice today. You can come back to this at any point. I hope you can carry this sense of peace through with you into your following moments. Shanti.